Okay, so I stumbled upon this one. It had to do with a man talking about next of kin. Now, we often hear about next of kin when you get married. Who should be your next of kin? And so this man says, a man's property does not belong to his wife, but to their children. As a man or father, your work is to secure your children's future and give them a better life ahead. Your property and your wife's property belongs to your children. So he said, that's why I said, we as parents, we only make things right for our children and their future. Any woman dragging to be the next of kin when it is supposed to be in the name of their children is a selfish woman. That's according to him. So he also went further to talk about the fact that no one prays to bury their children and all that. So you put everything you have in your children's name. Yeah, so basically, that's what the man was saying.
You know, this just like that talk that has always been around, that your blood is actually, your kid's actually your blood, that your wife is not your blood. Some men have been perpetrating that and pushing it like, hey, look, your children are more important. And I'm like, but she was the one that gave you those kids.
Bam.
You know, and yes, you are not related by blood, as it were.
Thank God.
Yeah,
But
you've seen that
related
situation
by
where
certain
you've had that stuff where we've had that discussion at times where if you had to save, let's say in a situation where the
You have to
wife,
save between your child and
your
your
child
wife.
and wife in pregnancy or maybe doing labor, who would you go for? And that has been a bone of contention for a very long time. A lot of people will go, a lot of men will tell you that, I'll go for the kid, my blood,
Hey.
and all of that. You know, that kind of talk. Look, for me, if you're going to if you expect someone to be the mother of your kids, there's some level of trust you should expect from that person. You should expect that the person will love her own children if they are hers. You understand? So if optimally, I would want to give her hers and give to the kids also, leave something in their name, like we would trust funds and all of that. But I would love her to be okay, because if perchance the man leaves,
Exactly.
Who is going
they
to
would
take care of
need
the
to
children?
be taken care of.
Yeah.
So you know, I don't have any
First
problem.
off, I mean, we should explore what the meaning of next of kin is. Does it mean that automatically, I mean, do you have to vie to be next of kin, or is it just something that is just in place? I mean, in this case here, if you're living with a partner, you should expect that whatever you guys own, you own together. So there's no, you know, saying that I'm fighting to own or co-own it with you. So that's where I'm confused. Next of kin in documents that I am aware of doesn't mean that you are the
person they will give the property to.
property,
It's
exactly.
actually you they will first contact
Exactly.
in case of an
It's the first
Okay,
contact.
So, yeah,
keep
so
hearing
maybe
this thing about next of kin.
he's getting it wrong there, because generally people think that next of kin is that
Means
one.
the
But
person
Yeah.
that is
you've had that
taking all your
discussion
money.
before,
Yeah.
where we spoke about where we had some people
Next
from
of kin, your
trust.
bank account. They're
Yeah.
not, they give you.
What do they give her, man?
Nothing.
A will has to be written.
A will, exactly.
So he's talking about bequeathing wealth, about passing on down inheritance. So let's look at it that way.
It's just like insurance. Insurance, you have to put, you know, the next of kin or the person that you see as your child's guardian. For example, if your child is small, before you now put, okay, benefactor. Well,
There you go.
Yeah, there's the benefactor,
Yeah.
the person that is going to
Yeah,
receive
exactly.
it. It's different from the trustee, the person that is supposed to implement it.
Exactly.
What of you
I feel-
bank accounts? Let me just an aside. Bank account, money with the inside. So if I know write anything happen to person, you understand? So the money bank will just hold up.
Oh, but
Times
no,
have
listen, no,
changed.
hang on, no. But there are certain banks in Nigeria, very old banks, and their wealth, the foundation of their wealth, is based on that issue.
Yes.
That
Yes,
people
that
who
is
are
true.
unable to retrieve monies that belong to either their fathers or their guardians are what is holding that
I
back
actually agree.
up.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them, and it's been an issue of contention for many years.
Yeah.
I've got cousins who have, for their entire life, tried to retrieve their father's wealth, and I mean big money.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
not been able to.
And yes, I was even going to mention this unclaimed dividends as well.
Exactly,
I
all of
remember
that.
there was a publication, was it last year or 2 years ago, of unclaimed dividends from different. It was posted by the government. People who had not claimed their dividends, and I saw names of people I knew.
Did you see Basho
I
Ali?
had to start. I saw my mom.
but wait, though.
I had to start calling. I called even my
this is
grandpa.
like
real.
Let's
And
leave-
guess what? My grandpa, my late grandpa, was on that list.
Oh, wow.
And I looked at it. I was like,
How do you claim?
how do I claim now?
But you see, okay, but that's the thing now. Yeah, let's even leave on claiming. Let's go about fiscal, the one you had. They won't give it to nobody.
No, nobody. Nobody.
So these days, okay, so what some children do is they might have the ATM pin of their dads, but you can only withdraw as much.
Which ATM
If your
pin?
father is very wealthy.
ATM pin, I'm talking about from 20 years ago.
No, I'm talking of now. That's why I said
Tough.
times
Okay.
have changed. But how much can you withdraw? And you will definitely raise a red flag if you keep taking money out every day. It's just common sense.
This is shocking for me.
And if the ATM expires, it's gone.
You go.
Green girl.
1 month is okay. Don't worry. If I have that kind of account. My question is this. It worries me. It worries me because think about it. You think of your own self. You put down so much money, and when the time comes and you have to leave, and then your kids cannot access your money.
They can't.
So you can have.
What can be done?
You can have this. You can plan this from before. You can have this either documented or these. What do they call them? I can't remember what they're called. What was it?
Yes,
what's it called?
probate registry.
Exactly.
Yes,
so they know in case of any demise, this is what happens to my money. A letter of administration.
Then there's also this, please. I know I've always wondered why people struggle to write wills. A will is so simple
and important.
In fact, if you do not want to go dramatic and everything, write it, go to the court of law, get it like properly documented. That's it. If you don't want to, don't want to go through the route of
many people
the
don't people like talking about death.
Let's forget. See, death is going to happen
it's
to
natural.
everybody. It is
It's
natural.
inevitable.
But you need, especially when you have dependents and you know you also have something of worth, it's important to write your will. You don't need to let your dependents know in case you're afraid that they might decide to...
Off you. That's so grim.
That's...
I mean, people do it for life insurance.
Yeah,
Oh, geez, yeah.
So
We've had stories of
fraud.
the wife, something's happened, mama just dropped and all of that.
see, you'll
Yes,
be
Shegun,
shot at
if you have
your worth.
3K,
See, you might think that you don't have any money in your account, but what if you are, God forbid, you die in a plane crash? Somebody has to get the compensation. Have you stated that in your will that in case anything happens to you, this is the person who should get, the
Compensation.
compensation?
No, but I think
have you
for
read
those
that?
ones-
You might think you don't have anything, but
Something
listen,
could come
all these
even in
little
your
things,
your
you'll be
absence.
shocked. 2 days before your demise, you might get a
Why
big
are we talking
contract,
about
money.
deaths on a Tuesday?
No, it's not that. We are trying to be
know,
as
very
practical as
proactive,
possible.
I get
we
you.
mentioned it. Let's pass it.
Yeah,
we
we-
mentioned
we-
it was
Do
okay. So, but for
your
the guy
will.
now, the issue is this here. I think you should find a way. If your children are there, find a way to spread it. You understand? They will need to be taken care of if they are infants.
Yeah, your partner is important.
And then your
children
partner,
are
if
important.
she is their mother, as I would expect, she's their mother, then there's
Even
no
if she's
problem.
not their
Goes
mother,
without saying.
She provided you comfort, companionship for a while. Let's be realistic about this. When you have a woman, you have children. Make sure you have something that you have assigned to the lady. And of course, that's why trust funds are important. People do not also understand that there's something called trust fund. You should do your research on that. Speak to your investment banker. Speak to your lawyer. There are ways around this. And as for the woman, that's the reason a woman should have something she's doing. If as a woman, you're a stay-at-home wife, insist on being paid a salary by your husband.
No.
So if you cannot afford it, it means that you
our
should
topic
get a
tomorrow.
business of your own.
Our topic
so
tomorrow.
you can have a fallback plan.
This is what we're discussing tomorrow.
It is extremely foolish, especially in this day and time, to sit at home completely dependent without even any source of income. If you are going to sit at home as a wife, please, I am begging you people, you sit down with your husband. Okay, so you want me to take care of the children, of course, knowing how the country is and all. Fine, but I need to get XXX amount as my salary.
Coming up tomorrow on What's Up and About, we ask you, how much of your money should be your wife's as salary each month? Join us tomorrow on What's Up and About.